Wait a minute. Oh, whatever. Oh, I'm live on. Oh, now I'm. It said Facebook denied you because I'm early. By the way, you guys, Facebook doesn't let you start your live streams late if you have them planned. They have a 10-minute. You're not allowed. You're not allowed. But hey, the first night they went home, he hit ups and you're already talking about the case. Hey, Lokame. Okay, guys. So obviously we know that we are here to talk about the whole case of Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. But Gulf Coast Mama and I ended up watching it simultaneously while texting each other the entire night. So she's going to be joining us, and Nicole's going to be joining us for the conversation. And so I would like for you to gather around, and then I'll introduce everybody. No chance, no dance, no chance, no dance, no chance. Give me second chances. That's so cool! I won! Yay! Ow! Ow! Get it together, Facebook. My God, they set my live stream to private as soon as I started. Okay, hello, everybody. Hello, Miss Teely, Soul Survivor, Ash and Emmy, Siren, Sky Maiden. Hello, everybody. So I'm going to bring up Gulf Coast Mama. Everyone, this is Gulf Coast Mama. Hello, beautiful.
Hey.
AKA Allie Kemper. That's who she looks like. And the, what's the other girl? American Pie band camp?
Allison Hannigan.
Allison Hannigan.
The band camp girl, yes.
You often get. And now here's Francesca Battistelli, a.k.a. Nicole. That's my favorite Christian singer, by the way. Hey, Nicole.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good.
I'm good.
You know what? I actually, I skipped out on getting my pumpkin spice at Starbucks today. So I'm drinking my other pumpkin spice stuff.
Fine. That's fine.
Yeah, Gulf Coast Mama was all excited about them bringing back pumpkin spice, and I missed out today.
Yeah, it's an event for me every year.
Yeah, but we have until what, like May, until it goes away.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what my favorite flavor is? It's not even the fall. It is. I think it comes out in February. It is the creme brulee latte.
Yeah, it's at Christmas. It comes at Christmas. And they didn't have it.
One.
Yeah, and they didn't have it last year, and I got very angry. That's a whole nother rant for another day.
What also is the butterscotch one?
Or maybe it was actually the gingerbread latte they didn't have last year. Maybe they had creme. The butterscotch one is also at Christmas.
Really good.
You guys, like, first of all, I just kind of, I think you've seen each other maybe and didn't know it on YouTube, like in chats and stuff, but yeah. I introduced them formally today, you guys, and they're both like Starbucks pumpkin spice junkies. So
basic bitches unite.
Amen to that.
I'm a proud basic bitch.
Iris is here. Hi, Iris.
Hey, Iris.
All right, everyone. So first of all, hit a one if you guys have watched The Night Stalker. Hey, Lufa. Yeah. At least if you're familiar with the story of the gorgeous, I mean, just look at him. Gorgeous man, Richard Ramirez. I mean, this one's a little bit better when he was a child, I guess, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Kept his mouth closed. Well.
Yeah, so if you guys... Okay, so... Yeah, Amber loved it. Amber, you're welcome to come up and voice your opinion on it if you want to.
Yes. Amber, come up.
So the other names that he went by, did you guys notice that? They said the other names were the walk-in killer, the Valley Intruder, and then Richard Mena.
The third one. I missed the other two.
Yeah. So when Gulf Coast Mama and I kind of were like nervous to watch it because I get really grossed out really easily. And I thought the documentary would show really disgusting stuff, which it did. If you haven't seen it yet, it did. But I didn't know that he used a gun really to shoot people.
I didn't
in the
either.
beginning.
I was thrown off at the beginning. I was like, why is everybody talking about how gross this is? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds terrible. But
Yeah, he didn't stick with one MO. He had numerous things that he did throughout. Yeah, including torture.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and the children part was gross. That was awful.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, that was hard. That was hard to listen to.
Yeah. So I guess what we're going to do is we're kind of going to start just from the beginning of Richard Ramirez, because I find him fascinating, first of all, from my run-in throughout my life with substances, but not only that, but his childhood. There was a lot of influence there to kind of go through, you know, what he went through. So we'll start from the beginning. I put his little timeline here from when he was born on February 29th, 1960. And then he died before he got the gas chamber on June 7th of 2013, which, by the way, you guys, I'm really excited to get into the marriage part of this, because that woman that married him is a psycho.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Nut job.
When you have to be a psychopath to marry somebody like that.
Nut job.
And I know we're jumping forward a little bit, but just on a note for her, how do you marry somebody? Hey, Jen, you marry somebody who's a psycho an animal, in my opinion. I see him as an animal who had no target specifically. He just went after anybody and everyone. She marries him. And did you know the reason she left him? Do you know the reason why? She actually left him and he got engaged again. She left him because of that girl that they figured out with the DNA that we're talking about, Nicole.
Oh, the Asian girl. Yep.
When she figured out he killed that 9-year-old, she was like, oh, that's it for me. He's in prison for
That's the line. That's the line. Okay.
Oh, I'm glad you made it vintage. Okay, so anyways, when he was a kid, first of all, he started kind of hanging around because his dad was an alcoholic. And he would go into, he'd get angry and he'd be abusive sometimes. And so that caused him to spend the night in a cemetery. Because that's comforting, right? So I guess we could stop right there. Do you think that can do any damage? I mean, obviously, alcoholic father. Hey, sweet Miss Vixen. But sleeping in a cemetery as a kid, I mean...
Yes.
I think it's definitely going to do something to your psyche, you know? But, you know, there's so many people that go through horrible childhoods, abuse, you name it, and they don't turn out like this. So I think not that it didn't have an effect, because I think it clearly did. That's my opinion, but.
Right. It was a starting point.
Golf
Well, there was some stuff that I guess happened to his mother while she was pregnant and stuff like that. That I think also was a starting point for him, but it was definitely. I think it contributed when you put everything together. I can see.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing if you're a kid and you're spending the night like having campouts with your friends in a cemetery. I could see that, but if you're seeking safety to where you can get peace sleeping, and the way I see it, I think he found almost comfort around dead bodies because of the fact that to get away from his dad who was beating him and drinking, he was hanging out with a bunch of dead people, and he found comfort in that, obviously. So maybe that started the whole being comfortable around dead people thing, you know?
It's just odd.
Like,
it's just
comfortable
odd,
enough to eat around them.
Ash and Emmy saying, I think his cousin Mike and his brother-in-law had a major effect on him. Yeah. So he started to hang out with his cousin who, was really just a winner.
And we got to talk about that cousin when we get to that point, because,
that was...
We're right here. May 4th, 1973, his cousin Mike shot his wife in the face with a handgun, and Richard witnessed it, and that started Richard's obsession with death, is, I think, what he said, right? That's his own words?
I believe so. Yeah.
But
also... Oh, sorry.
No, before that, I was going to say, I mean, before he even saw him shoot the wife, the cousin had already started, like, prepping him and teaching him how to sneak up on people and showing him, like, pictures of the women that his cousin had killed over in Vietnam and all of that. I mean, that cousin, I feel like, contributed probably more than most of the other things. I mean,
I agree.
It's like a prep course in how to become a psychopath.
I agree.
Yeah, because the raping and killing of women while he was out over in Vietnam, showing those pictures to him and showing him that he was getting like sexual gratification from it. I think when that happened, mixed with being comfortable around sleeping around dead bodies, then you have Polaroid pictures of these women that he raped and killed them, right? His cousin did?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so you have that, and then you have it coming out of the picture in real life right in front of you as he shoots his wife in the face.
Right. And, some of those pictures, too, were pictures of, people that he had beheaded. He was holding up pictures of that. And, of course, all the women that he tortured and raped and killed. And so, yeah. I think it had a huge effect.
I mean, it could have been the cousin. It sounded like, no, I'm not saying it's okay. He shot her, obviously. But it did say that the wife was like, you want to shoot me? Come on, shoot me. She was egging him on. But obviously the right thing to do would be to not shoot her. Obviously.
Especially in front of, how old was he when this happened?
13.
13, especially in front of a 13-year-old child.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Because even fighting, I remember if anybody fought around me, remember in school, if fights broke out or family members, Christmas time, when family gets together, you get that tension. Can you imagine that ending in someone dying right in front of you?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, with my family, I could, but that's another live stream.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Another story, another day.
Yeah, you know what? It is kind of like the Michael Myers thing because he really does remind me of a real life slasher film guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Which this is jumping ahead again, but what's the name of the lady news reporter involved in this case? I
can only think of her as Gail Weathers because that's what you compared her to.
Me too. She's like a real life Gail Weathers.
Yeah, that's the only name that comes to mind now.
Yeah.
Anybody know her name?
Yeah. Anybody want to help us out with that? Even though I have the Wikipedia up, but Sky Maiden read the book years ago, but can't remember the whole case. I have to watch the show. Speaking of books, would you like to share what happened with your book today? Which is kind of weird because we are going to do a ghost reader before we go.
Oh, guys. Lord. All right, let's just get this out of the way. I forgot I had this amazing book. And so I pulled it out today, and unbeknownst to me, it is Chewed to Shit.
By her birds.
By my bird. Yeah. By one bird, yes. I don't know if you can see with the lighting. Really chewed to where you can't even read part of some of the pages.
Yeah.
The Ramirez page is actually saved. So, but yeah, if anybody is interested in things like this is a really good book to get. So here's that. So
I just find it odd that you found that today and it was chewed behind a bookshelf.
Yeah, exactly. I know. So let me get to Ramirez. Here we go. Okay. So I'm just going to use this as my little informational go-to on certain things I have questions on.
Yeah.
And Network says, what's the purpose of killing another human? Maybe once you do it, there is no turning back and it turns into an addiction. That's a good point, especially because, afterwards, hey, Aunt Sally, afterwards he got addicted to that, but then he also got into acid and drugs and stuff, which obviously that's not going to help your mentality.
No. No. Somebody asked what the name of the detective. Sorry, somebody asked what the name of the detective is. No, the detective. Somebody was asking. His name is Gil. Gil Perillo. Sorry.
So after that, he got a job at a hotel, right? Oh, go ahead, Nicole.
Oh, I was just going to say the chat is asking for the title of his book again. The Big Book of Serial Killers.
So if you're into true crime, it's like a a Bible for you.
Yeah. An encyclopedia of serial killers, 150 serial killer files of the world's worst murderers.
So I can't remember how old he was exactly, if you want to help me out, but he tried to rape and kill a woman when he was working at a hotel. Was he a maintenance guy? I'm guessing, probably, by the looks of him.
He was 15, so he couldn't have been. Well, those back then, I guess they didn't have age limits like they do now. But
yeah, so what he did was he took a key at a Holiday Inn that he worked at. It's obviously you have a pass key. And so he was trying to rob one of the sleeping guests in the hotel. And so he was basically, he sexually fondled some, I think they were children, in the elevator. And then that was never reported or prosecuted. But he actually got fired because he tried to rape a woman in the hotel room, but her husband found him and chased him off. So he got fired. Nobody ever called the police on him.
They refused to. Well, they didn't want to. Because they were tourists, I guess, and they decided they didn't want to go through all that. It was traumatizing enough. So that's why they said they didn't press charges. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is unfortunate because
very, very much. Well,
because at that point he didn't kill anybody. So if they would have pressed charges on him, he could have been arrested, and that 9-year-old girl, or anybody really, could have probably been saved.
Exactly. Maybe. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Exactly.
And
it's okay, Aunt Sally.
The timeline is interesting too, because if he was, which I didn't realize he was only 15 when he was working at that hotel. Mm-hmm. So the cousin's wife was killed in front of him 2 years before that.
Yeah.
So, and all that other damage that was being done to him by that cousin. Just 2 years before that. And there he turns around and he's already trying to sexually assault.
Yeah. There was something that happened to him at 14 too. That's what I was just trying to find. So it was those 3 years. Oh, his sister's boyfriend would take him out to go spy on women and they taught him how to be a peeping Tom when he was 14. So he saw somebody get shot at 13. Then at 14, he got to go look at women and spy on them all the time. And then at 15, he was working at that hotel, stealing and starting to rape people. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it's little pieces. You can, with him, when you look at his past, you can see where he got each of his fascinations. It was kind of taught to him in a way, most of it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. But
he dropped out in 9th grade. He dropped out of school.
Yep.
It's just sad because the things that people did, back then, I know things were in the 80s, it was a lot different, but just the things that could have stopped it, nowadays technology could have stopped most of his intrusions, or closing your damn window, because most of them, he would just find a window that was open and he would just go inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Opportunity.
But
right.
Yeah, it says he began smoking marijuana and drinking alcohol at the age of 10. That doesn't help. And how old was he when a bookshelf fell on his head?
Yes, he was 2 when the
2 years
dresser,
old.
It was a dresser that fell on him. And it did some damage to his forehead pretty severely. Mm-hmm. And then when he was 4, he got hit in the head again, or 5. He got hit in the head again and knocked out by a swing. And ever since then, through his teenage years, he started having seizures.
Yes.
Right. So Peach, our lovely friend Peach, who has a great channel, she sent me this picture and was sending me stuff on what a normal brain looks like, and a psychopath's brain, which on the right you can see mine, and on the left that would be Nicole and you over there on the left side. But it's, I honestly, I'm not even kidding. I actually was dropped on my head twice as a child. I have a scar on my forehead right here. So God knows what my brain looks like. Really.
Oh.
Yeah, Peach does have a channel. I'm going to drop her link in the chat before we end this. His brain images are similar to those who suffer CTE. What is CTE?
Yeah, what's that?
I think is that what the football players get after they've had so many concussions from playing, and then they
like Aaron Hernandez got,
yeah, and you can't tell, like they can't test for it. Maybe they can now, maybe they've come further, but at one point you couldn't test for this until they were dead, and they did an autopsy, and that's the only way you could get diagnosed.
Oh,
yeah.
See, I mean, that alone obviously can start messing with your thoughts. So obviously the reason I told you guys, like, let's start from the beginning, because a lot of people maybe that didn't know about some of the things from his past and stuff, obviously will be like, oh, well, because he didn't have a target. He just simply, there were elderly, there were children, men, women. He seemed to shoot the men first to get to the women or the children. But I mean, even as far as getting sexual gratification after he killed people, it didn't matter if they were elderly or not.
No. Yeah, that's what's really bizarre too.
Really, really bizarre, because I mean, obviously if you're a killer and like that, it's disgusting enough anyways. So I guess it's not that surprising. But when you think of like somebody like him getting sexual gratification, obviously he had to have some sort of connection to, because it seemed like elderly women was the ones he kind of went for sexually, really. But I mean, hey, Natasha, there really wasn't like a specific target. That's why it was so hard to figure him out.
Yeah. Hi, tattoos.
He was all over
tattoos. So let's get to the first murder, which I didn't know. Hey, Christola.
Hey, Christola.
Nicole had to teach me this today while we were doing research. I didn't know that, because I'm looking at the list of people that he killed, and it's literally naming it like number 1, number 2, number 3, all of them. And the first one isn't listed as this child here, because you want to explain that, Nicole?
Yeah, the first murder she was 9, correct?
9, yep.
Right. Yeah, that's what I heard.
And when that murder happened, they didn't connect him with any of that until long after he was already tried and convicted of all these other murders. Then through technology, I forget if it was DNA. It was DNA. It was DNA.
Yes.
When that all came about with that technology, that was when his DNA was found from the evidence from that little girl's murder. Then they were like, oh, that was his first victim.
Yeah.
So
that was April 10th, 1984. He murdered 9-year-old Mei Ling. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it wasn't discovered until after he was caught, like Nicole just said. Right. So that was kind of like with her, what did he do with her? Her brother and her went down to the basement to get like a dollar bill or something, right?
She was looking for, I guess, a dollar bill that she had lost. They got separated somehow, and that was when he came in. And what did he do to her? Do you know?
It was terrible. He stabbed her to death, sexually took advantage of her. And then what he did was he hung her, I think, against a water heater or something with her shirt.
That's right. She was hung. Okay. I couldn't remember. On top of
like
everything
a pose.
Else. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, because did it talk about him posing the bodies in the documentary on Netflix?
No,
I don't think he did. He kind of just went in and out.
He went in, he slaughtered, did what he did, and he was out of there. I don't remember ever hearing of him posing bodies.
No, all I heard was that he would eat. Like, I remember them talking about he would eat, and do other stuff sometimes before he would leave, but not like with the bodies.
Killa Crossover says, how do we know she was looking for a dollar bill? Could be a rumor. I don't know. I think maybe because there's a lot of interviews you guys can look up. And I did put a lot of articles in the description of this to go through like timelines if you want to look at the details of his crimes. Because obviously he had 15 plus victims. So I don't think we're going to have time to go through the details of every murder. But there are a lot of interviews of Richard Ramirez afterwards. What he did was he started reading a book of like Satanism, I think around the time he was hanging out with his cousin, right? The satanic book
that started around the same time as well. Yes.
Yeah. So Amber says, I don't recall him posing bodies. I personally believe his form of leaving a message in the gruesome manner of the murder and the murder scenes. Yeah, he did have some pretty gruesome, disgusting it seemed like he would trash the house too, because he would rob them. Right?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes. Sorry, I'm counting his victims.
Yeah,
so he's got, including the first actual victim that they didn't know about, the 9-year-old. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 victims.
Okay.
All within, well, except for the 9-year-old. The rest of them were like in a year, like 1 year, right?
Just over a year. That's what's crazy too. Yeah.
Oh, whoa! Today's August 24th. That's so weird. His last. Oh my God! I'm turning on the Ghost Reader immediately.
Do it now. That's so crazy.
Crazy.
You want to know what's even
not planned?
That was not planned.
How weird is
you want to know what's
that?
even crazier? What's crazier is the man who broke my heart when I was put in a 5150 was born on this day.
That is
There's a reason for everything in the world.
no coincidences.
No, really, you know what I am going to do? I am just going to leave the Ghost Reader in the background here. I'll turn the sound off on it, and we'll see what words pop up as we're talking about the rest of this. So basically, I did, while Nicole was saying that, I put like the murder. There's more on this list, but I think these are all of his attacks, right? On this list, his victims, because some of them lived.
Right. Quite a few.
But
of them
I kind of
lived. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want to go over the most. I know it's hard, it's kind of sad to pick and choose, but there was some really interesting attacks. What was one of the most interesting ones that you guys found? Because mine was the keys. The woman with the keys that he walked up, and I think it was one of his first ones. He walked up and he shot the woman in the garage. The bullet reflected off the keys, and he shot her twice, and she lived. So he goes in, shoots the other woman, kills her in the kitchen, then goes to go out the front door, and the woman, she runs into him, and he was just as surprised as she was, and she was like, "You already shot me once. Why are you going to do it again?" And he just slowly let her live and walked out.
Yeah, and it's odd how he would just randomly choose to let some live and some die. It's really bizarre what he did.
Yeah.
So the most interesting one to me, and I'm going to read it from this book. This one always kind of stuck out with me. Says, him driving a stolen vehicle entered the home of Mabel and her sister Florence Land on the night of May 29th. Using a hammer he found in their kitchen, he bound Land and bludgeoned her. He then bound and bludgeoned Belle and gave her electric shocks using an electrical cord. He then raped her. He drew a pentagram on her thigh and on the bedroom walls with lipstick. They were not found for 2 days. And although both were alive, Belle died later from her injuries. So he's so disgusting.
I just want to put his face up while you're talking about Satanism, because I truly believe, I don't know about you guys, I truly believe that Satan and evil was definitely involved, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
and when you hear him talk about evil as well, it's very interesting to hear what he says. I mean, he's just a psychopath. Well, we don't know. Would you consider that psychopathy or sociopathy? A lot of that still confuses me. Like, what is he?
He's both.
Yeah, right. I mean,
he's
all
both.
of the above.
Okay.
In my
honestly,
opinion.
I mean, yeah.
And just how he just went on this rampage. I mean, it was just like some of them were within days. Wasn't a couple of the murders in the same day?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's, the one that it wasn't as interesting as it was sad to me. And I don't know if maybe it was the person you just talked about, but one of the people was a grandmother, and they had the granddaughter on the documentary talking about it. And that was really upsetting. Yeah. Was listening to that and her story. But she was killed on the same night as somebody else. So there was at least that instance where there were two.
I'll bet you it was then. I'll bet you it was that one.
Yeah.
So he just was just on one, you know?
Yeah.
Basically, for lack of better
Which was
word.
the one he cut her eyes out? Was that the grandma? Or
Right.
It was not the grandma. It was I'm pretty 95% certain it was a different one.
We got a word. Because. Because.
That explains it. He did it just because.
Just because.
He was so random in everything. He was random in the kinds of victims. He was random in his timing. He was random in how he was killing them, torturing them. Just because.
Yeah, and I'll because I want to show when we get to the part where how he got caught and everything, I want to show his eyes later on in his life so you could see the difference. But when he would come in, like if there was a couple, basically what it said is he would basically kind of stalk people. Hey, Pepperly, he would stalk these people, you know, obviously to make sure that that he can get in or whatever. But it seemed like what he would do is shoot the older men. If it was a couple, like an elderly couple or anything, I don't remember him ever doing anything sexual to the older men. He wanted them kind of out of the way because they were a threat, because he really was a wimp. He was, and they talk about that. He was a wimp.
No, he's an absolute coward. Yeah.
Yeah. So he wanted to get them out of the way. And then, to me, I don't know. It seemed like he would either kill people, then sexually gratify himself, or vice versa. I think he really didn't have a preference.
Yeah, I think it went both. Like, yes, both times. Or after, during. I don't know if it was during, actually, but.
Right. So basically, he's going around, he's doing all of these murders, and Gil, who is like assigned to the case, and they think he's crazy because he thinks it's one person, when everybody else in the media is thinking that maybe it's multiple people. But so the shoe print, I didn't get a picture of the shoe print. I wish I would have got one on here. That shoe print obviously throughout the Netflix series, it's very good storytelling, but the shoe print is really kind of what brought everything together with Gil figuring him out.
Yes. The Adidas.
Yeah. And it was like, there was a shoe print, and even on the grandma you were talking about, she got stomped to death, I believe, right?
That's right.
And so there was that same shoe print on her face.
Yes. Yeah, and it was like some rare shoe, so that's how they were able to. And then that reporter leaked it, and then the mayor leaked it, and all hell, the case went to hell. So.
Yeah, so did we ever figure out her name? Because I liked her, but I didn't like her. Because she was, it infuriated me too, Amber, because that Gail Weathers type woman, she was all over this case, you know, and she wanted to get the information out there so that people can put the clues together so that they can, you know, find this person. But really, that's why I respect when the police are doing their work. In this case, in this documentary, gave me a whole new respect for that, because when police are trying to keep stuff quiet, there's obviously a reason for it, and they didn't want it to get out that this man there's Peach, thank you so much for the information. If you want to come up, just let me know. And so, like, Gail Weathers. So when you let that information out that they know his shoe, I can't remember, so please, you guys correct me. Did that stop him? Did he get a new pair of shoes? I can't remember.
I don't remember that, but I just know that it let him know, and he would say he would say to people, "I'm the Night Stalker," when he was, I guess somebody got away, or I don't know how they knew that, but I read that in one of the articles. So he definitely was watching, and then switched it up a little bit, I guess.
I'm going to go over the list. It shows the list, and we'll ask some specific questions before we go, but it says forgive.
Okay.
Oh, I just want to answer Vintage's question. No, he died when he was 53 of lymphoma.
And didn't his eyes turn like yellow?
Yes.
Green. Neon, they said highlighter green.
And then his skin got discolored or something. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was repulsive to begin with. And, you know, and you see some like the court shots and stuff like that, where he doesn't actually look that bad, except for it's Ramirez and he's a psychopath and he's just disgusting. But okay, can we talk about the groupies that he had? These crazy bitches that were writing love letters.
Yeah, let's get to, was that before that was after he got arrested, right?
Yeah.
So,
yes.
Okay, so
let's sit in the courtroom and watch him.
Yeah. So we'll get to he was caught on August 30th. And then, so basically he was convicted September 20th, 1989, all charges. They finally found, how did they catch him? They caught him because the whole neighborhood recognized him, this neighborhood, and he was on the run, and they all tracked him down and tracked him down, caught him, beat him up, which I would have got a few punches in myself.
Right.
Or brought my knife with my torches. But so he got 13 counts of murder, 5 attempted murders, 11 sexual assaults, 14 burglaries, and sentenced to the gas chamber in California, which obviously he died of lymphoma. So yes. So during that time, he had all these groupies, right? Coming to the courtroom, which, I mean, listen, I don't know. What do you guys think of this? When you see somebody and he has killed this many people, he's Richard Ramirez. He's the Night Stalker. If you have people writing him anything romantically or anything like that, I think those people should have their shit checked and they should be arrested and evaluated. That's my opinion. But
I agree. Yeah. And besides that, let's forget that he killed and raped, and his teeth were not like, how do you fall in love with somebody?
Exactly. They said he smelled like a goat.
Yes.
They talked about how bad he smelled. He wouldn't shower. He wouldn't, I mean, all this crazy shit about him. And it's just, and these women just completely write him letters, show up at his court dates.
And then marry him.
Yeah.
Then marry him.
What the hell's wrong with these people?
Yeah, so that was...
that's the thing with a lot of serial killers. They get groupies and they get girlfriends and all.
Ted Bundy had the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, look. This man, with his mouth closed, with that look on his face, I'm sorry. I mean, that is kind of a deviant sexual look. Maybe if I was on drugs, I would have done that and then got murdered. But, I mean, when he opens his mouth, and I don't have a picture of his teeth, but, I mean, obviously his teeth are rancid and horrible. But not only that, but he smelled like a goat. I mean, this man...
Right.
And you know what? I wish they would have covered in the documentary his I want to look into his life as an adult, because he stayed at the Cecil Hotel. Where was he working? That's what I want to know. Was he working? Was he,
He was supporting a cocaine habit. How could he afford the coke?
Yeah.
There's some unanswered questions.
That's a good question.
I can't imagine he was working. At that point, I think he was too unstable to work.
So he was paying $14 a day to stay at the Cecil Hotel. And he stayed on the top floor just like Elisa Lam.
And didn't he do satanistic
for a year?
At the rooftop.
But see, wasn't he on the top floor and wasn't she a few levels down?
The article I read about it that was comparing the two and talking about the Cecil said they stayed on the same floor.
Okay, because I remember seeing that same thing too, and I remember thinking that's not right. That's wrong information. Because she stayed a few floors below the top level. Because remember, she had to take the elevator to go up when she went.
That's true. Yeah,
So
with that creepy video. That video.
Wild. It'll show me the whole list. I'll go over before we go, but so anyway, thank you, Rose, for setting the footprint. And Rose also put in the chat what I had up here. So hold on, let me put that up about the groupies. Because Doreen, is it Loy? She wrote him 75 letters in prison. Okay. He ended up marrying her. And then that's the one that ended up, leaving him because they found out about the 9-year-old. But she often said that she would commit suicide on the day that they execute him, if they executed him. So even that being said, right there alone, that's threatening an act of violence even on yourself. You're married to the biggest serial killer of all time, pretty much at that time, right? So she should have been, in my opinion, I'm sorry, she should have been locked up and put away. Period.
Straight jacket material right there. Straight jacket material. Absolutely.
Right,
So but about the Elisa Lam thing, I think I told both of you this. Don't you find it strange that she died the same year that he died? Except she died first.
She died first, and just a few months later he did, right?
Yeah, she died in February, and he died on June 7th of 2013 of complications, like you said, to secondary B-cell lymphoma at a Colorado hospital.
Did they close the hotel after her, or did it stay open even after that? Like, when did it permanently close?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I want to do. So I want to look into that more. And that's the next documentary, because I haven't watched that documentary yet on Netflix about the Cecil Hotel, but that's the next one I want to watch.
It was so good. Me and Nicole watched that together, kind of like you and I simultaneously.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah. I'm probably going to watch that this week, actually.
Brandy says, did he sacrifice animals too? One thing that's interesting, and I don't remember which crime scene it was, but they asked him in an interview, did you feel guilty? And he said he felt bad for a dog that he let loose when he killed a family, or, you know. So it's like he felt bad for the dog, and I don't remember him ever hurting any animals. Do you guys?
No.
I don't remember.
I don't. Just humans.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so he ends up dying. Somebody sent me a picture of the shoe and his teeth, but I wanted to show you guys a picture of, like, this was later on in his life. Like, look at his eyes. He just looks kind of like a normal person here, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
He's older there. Yeah, that must have been right before he died or something.
I think, yes. I think it was.
She should have been locked up with him. I agree, Victoria. I definitely agree. Mm-hmm. He just looked like, to me, and yes, it could have been the drugs getting out of his system and being in prison or whatever. But in my personal opinion, I don't know. I just think the demons were kind of gone by this point.
Yeah.
Because look at that.
Mm-hmm.
And then look at that. It's just like, I mean, I understand there's a little time difference, but it's just like two completely different people as far as their eyes go, you know?
Right. Yeah, yeah. And you can see a lot in the eyes, you know?
Mm-hmm. Vintage says she worked right down by the Cecil, or close to it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So.
I still want to go there when they reopen. Aren't they supposed to reopen in like October or something?
We're going.
Oh, yeah, we're going.
I do want to watch the movie. I haven't watched. Now I'm like, because of course I've always known about this case, and I didn't really look into the details of everything until the Netflix documentary. Like, I've heard about it. I saw his face and all that kind of nastiness, but I never looked into it. So I definitely do want to watch the made-for-TV movie, just to see, you know. Actually, like the sequels. There's sequels?
See, I can't do that stuff with the actors. I just can't. I gotta have the real shit, you know? Just like the Chris Watts Lifetime movie. I thought that was stupid as all hell.
I didn't watch that one either.
I watched that. Although he did do that, actor did do a good job imitating Watts. I will give him that. But I just I couldn't get into it.
Yeah. Okay, here's I can't transfer this over to my computer quick enough, but there's his teeth.
They're like sharp, like a pumpkin or something. Like he did it that way, even, you know.
Wait a minute. Did he have dental work in prison?
Well, that's what I was about to ask you. Where did that after picture come from?
Probably, I'm sure he did. Because isn't that all given to them for free? I don't know how it works, but they get that medical care and dental and all that stuff. So I'm sure.
Wait a minute. Where is Jennifer Love Huge Tits in one of the movies? Because I love her.
She's in I Know What You Did Last Summer. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, her.
Yeah, she's in that one.
How old is she now, anyway?
Who was talking about I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Weren't they talking about that in chat?
I think so, but I think they were talking about she's in a Richard Ramirez movie. Is that?
Oh, that's a whole different thing.
I don't know. Hold on. Oh, it's it is under new.
I never heard of that. I'll have to look it up.
Nicole, when we go to the Cecil Hotel, we're going to be streaming everything, and we are going to.
Yes.
I want to go on that rooftop.
Oh, hello. Yes.
They should put a pool up there.
I need to find out the Ramirez room. I want to know which room he stayed in. That I don't know yet.
Oh, wait, would you? I think I'd be more scared to stay in her room, to be honest, because she kind of scared me a little bit.
Yes. I would be more interested as well to stay in his room than hers.
You guys could do a night in each.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Split
Yeah, I bet you those rooms are going to be booked up when they reopen.
Mm-hmm.
After all these documentaries that's come out on the Cecil and then also on, him, obviously.
Yeah.
You don't think they should pay to fix a murderer's teeth? I don't either, unless it's like medical. Like right now, my cheek is swollen because I chewed on it last week.
Right.
It can hurt. Like if it's something like that, I'm even bleeding into my mouth right now as we speak.
Oh my God, Robbie. That's terrible.
Peach sent me the dentist. See, Peach has been sending me all this. By the way, Peach, can you please drop your link? Because she's going to be covering this case as well on her channel. She was just busy tonight, so she couldn't. So hang on a minute.
These comments crack me up.
Whose?
Everybody's running around with spirit boxes.
So yeah, did that kind of covered briefly, because I know there's a lot of stuff to go over as far as the details of his murders, which was absolutely just crazy. What I wondered, because nowadays I grew up in a neighborhood where everybody knew everyone on my whole street. So if we saw obviously these people didn't get along with their neighbors, because how do you just see somebody like him? I'm sorry, but if I see this guy, and I don't mean to like profile his looks, but he looks insane.
Well, sure.
If I saw him walking down the street, I'd be like, dude, call the police. Who is this guy?
He looks terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
He does.
Hey, Christy was going to join us, but she's occupied, so she's been listening.
Oh, hi, Christy.
Hi.
Hold on. I had to take care of a troll. Here the inmate's family has to pay for their dental. I actually know somebody who looks exactly like the woman who played the character of Norma Bates in Bates Motel. Mm-hmm. She is a dentist for prisoners, and she really enjoys her job. She likes her clients, and that's just an interesting job. I should have her on sometime. That'd be interesting.
You should.
You could feel the evil rolling off the pictures. Yeah.
It's the Cecil Hotel, the hotel that that season of American Horror Story is based off of.
Yes.
It is. Mm-hmm. Okay.
That is Richard. That is his mother that Peach sent me a picture of, Richard Ramirez.
Oh, they have the same facial bone structure.
I know we talked about it, but she was exposed to like all kinds of chemicals at a factory until she was 5 months pregnant with him. And then they lived near a nuclear test site where there was a bunch of babies that were born with deformities and stuff like that. So, I mean, his stuff could go all the way back to when he was in the womb.
Yeah, I mean, that can cause right there alone, that could cause some serious damage.
Exactly.
I didn't know that. That's wow. That's really interesting. Now, I mean, everything kind of comes together when you think about it. So you look at somebody like him, and then you wonder, like, everything kind of that added up to it. Then you look at somebody like Chris Watts, and you're like, what the hell happened there?
Right. Yeah.
Maybe he had head injuries we don't know about.
I don't know. And depending on which angle you look at the case and who you think's guilty, but that's a whole other thing.
Right.
Sandra says they send dental students out to do their dental work in some states. In the prisons to practice on the prisoners? That's interesting.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So, okay, before we go, do you want to ask the spirit box some questions? Then we'll see what words popped up while we were talking. Actually, I'm going to see what words popped up while we're talking right now, and then we'll ask some questions.
Are we doing? Oh, okay. I gotcha.
So let's see. Today is the 24th. So we had the first word that popped up, and I'll screenshot this and put this in a community post for everyone. The first word that popped up is doubt, then because, then script. I wonder if that popped up when we were talking about the movies.
Maybe.
Sigh popped up as an SIGH. Forgive. Mean. Ooh. Asleep and child popped up right next to each other. That's strange because he would obviously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A little bizarre.
Yeah. And then assess, reform, pretty, aisle, and reach. So now we'll ask it some questions.
What if reform popped up when we were talking about how he looked less psycho when he was older?
Possibly.
Okay, so aisle was the AISLE, like walking down an aisle.
Yes. Yep.
So that must explain the marriage.
Yes. Yes.
See, that's why now we're going to ask questions because it'll make more sense.
Yeah.
I kind of just had it going in the background as we were talking. Okay. So, anybody want to ask the first question? Anybody? How about? Oh, he did harm a child and is killing. Yes. And I believe that everybody was probably sleeping before.
Yeah.
Silence says it takes a lot for me to hide someone on a channel. Yeah. Oh, thank you for that, you guys. I'm going to ask, let's see, just for a test question, how many victims were there? Let's see if a number pops up. Wouldn't that be great? Because, well, actually, it says catch. The word
this is weird, Robbie. Now that box is creeping me out.
Yeah, right?
Catch the victim. Well, maybe it says catch because they didn't catch him for all the victims. That's what I was just gonna say before it said that. Because the girl, he didn't. Tomb. Right when I said victims.
Jeez, what the hell? That's crazy.
Maybe he hid some of them in a tomb that we don't know about. That's why all these bodies nowadays.
He had a secret graveyard with the rest of his victims.
Ooh, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Brandy wants me to ask, does he have remorse?
No.
Do you have any remorse?
Doubtful. Unless he was reformed and we didn't know.
Possibly. You never know.
Kind of like how Chris Watts is now reformed.
Don't you diss my boyfriend. Don't you diss my boyfriend. Just kidding.
It still says tomb.
The state of California believes he killed more. Oh, absolutely. I believe he killed more too. For sure.
Yeah.
You know what? It might not be him who we're speaking to because he's probably in hell.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Siren says he doesn't have remorse because he's dead.
There is that.
He did die in 2013 of cancer. It's sad what the little 6-year-old girl saw, what he did to her parents. Yeah, and there was one victim that had to witness what he did to the child too, I believe, because one of the victims' parents survived, I believe, right?
I don't know, actually. I'm not sure. And one last thing, can we just talk about one last thing, which is a very interesting and important part, I think, of this whole situation involving him, is how he was caught.
Yeah,
I think that's fascinating too. Or it's just interesting. It's just interesting. You know,
I will say that is the 10 minutes that I fell asleep at the end. And then I woke up when that whole neighborhood was getting together and getting him in the police car. So I got to go back and watch that part.
Yeah, he was caught and beat down by bystanders, by people in that neighborhood. Wasn't he trying to steal a car or something? I believe Robbie
was always trying to steal. Yeah,
I think somebody said that somebody in the chat said that he thought he had wiped all his prints and he left like a singular fingerprint, and that's how they got him.
Well, but then when they knew who it was and they were trying to find him, was when his face and his name and everything was plastered all in the papers on the news. Yeah. Somebody recognized him. I think it was as he was trying to steal a car, but then all these people from the neighborhood, as he tried to run away, basically beat him down and held him down until the cops got there. So,
That's
and then
amazing.
that's why you see the videos and the pictures of him in that white bandaged head wrap, like a zombie.
That's what I was wondering.
He got his ass kicked.
Yeah, he got his when that was happening. They were like in the car.
Can you imagine being in that group of people?
Oh my God. That would be insane.
I think it's like he's alive after that. I think he's lucky that they didn't actually beat him to death.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep.
He was on a bus, and then they saw him, and then he ran across a highway, I believe. And then he went into the neighborhood, and then they ended, because I think what was happening was, I mean, his face was on the cover of like every newspaper, and he didn't even realize it.
Wow.
And so he was like going out, and then everyone started recognizing him.
Yeah. And I think Hazard Girl is right in her comment. She says he was on a bus when he was recognized in the paper.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Habit just popped up. He had a habit of killing.
Sure did.
Is it a habit of killing you're talking about? Is this Richard Ramirez on the Ghost Reader, or is it one of the victims?
He had a lot of bad habits.
He did. He was a coward. He ran like a little rat. Mm-hmm. He looked like a rat, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Police reported that he seemed annoyed that he was caught even after he got his ass beat. Well, of course. I mean, think about it, you guys. He was addicted, just like it was a drug, to kill people. And when you take that away from somebody, like when you do a, what is that called? What is it called? When everybody gathers around and they stop somebody from an addiction. Intervention. Yeah, it was kind of like
okay.
A giant intervention of
mm-hmm.
a murderer.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, did you guys see the one documentary? I was watching so many on this recently, but where Sean Penn had gotten arrested at one point for punching an extra on a set of a movie that he was filming. So he got put in the LA County jail, or whatever jail it was that Ramirez was in. And he was just a few cells down from him at the time. Mm-hmm. And Ramirez found out that Sean Penn was in there and wanted his autograph. And Sean Penn had said that I'll give you, or, sent back the message, through a third party. I'll get you an autograph if you write me something first. And I should have wrote, that was one when I was in bed and I was watching it on my laptop and I didn't write it down, but I thought, I got to remember this for the show.
Yes, I did watch that today. I just didn't know who the person that was asking him. Like, I didn't know who it was. He was interacting.
Oh, Sean Penn?
Yeah, I missed that part of it. But yes, as well.
I forgot exactly what Ramirez wrote him, but it was basically something along the lines of kind of like commending him for what he did to that, like punching him, like do it again. Something, you know what I mean? Like, go get him again or something like that.
Yeah.
And then, love your work, something, Richard. And then he just signed his name. Well, then Sean Penn, I wish I had it in specifics. It was so interesting. But then Sean Penn did write him back. And it was a paragraph of just berating him and telling him, don't like me. I don't want anything to do with you.
Wow.
May you rot in hell kind of a thing. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't blame him.
I'm kidding.
What I'm going to do before we go is I'm going to upload all the list of the words that have popped up while we've been talking on the Ghost Reader. But Michelle says that she was in high school living in Orange County, California when this was happening. It was scary going to sleep at night. I could imagine. You know what? I think it was like 1989. My grandparents moved to San Bernardino, California. They were elderly, and of course they would probably, I don't know. I don't remember ever hearing about this as a child, but we used to go visit them. You know what's creepy? But this was afterwards. But I remember one night, and I think it was an earthquake. I remember sleeping, and the china cabinet it sounded like somebody was moving around in my grandma's china cabinet in the middle of the night, and all the lights were off. And I was like, that is so weird. And the next day I didn't know what it was. Maybe it was an earthquake. Or Richard, the ghost of Richard. Or no, because he didn't die until 2013. Maybe
not
they
his
moved
ghost.
Maybe they moved into one of the homes from the victims.
Ooh, can you highlight Brandy's comment? That's kind of
yes, I can.
disturbing, funny and disturbing.
This one?
Nope, the last one that she just did.
Are you serious?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
I heard some
hope
bitches
not.
left windows open. Oh my goodness.
I hope not.
Well, you know what? There's a lot of. Well, think about it. I mean, if he was into Satan worshiping, I would imagine, I mean, I don't know, but I would imagine that a lot of these women are probably maybe Satan worshipers, you know?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I'm sure he attracted that as well. Yeah.
Hang on. Let me email these to myself and I'll upload them to, that way we can put them on the screen of the list of things. That way, if anybody can relate them to anything. Someone on a bus was reading a newspaper. Oh, this is how he got caught. They called the police. He got off the bus, tried to steal a car. Then someone in the neighborhood hit him with a pole and he had the head injury. Well, there was another head injury right there. You know what? Yeah. You know what would suck? And this is just kind of like a joke just for us. You know what would suck is when they hit him in the head, it cured him of all of his killing stuff. And then he went to prison. So he was like cured of it, but then he had to suffer.
That would be a horrible twist of fate, but he still looks pretty evil in the courtroom, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so hang on. I'll let you guys read some of the comments while I'm getting this uploaded so I could pull it up on the screen here. Our little ghost reader. Where's my Gmail? Download.
Let's see. Oh, well, you know what? While you're doing that, I'm just going to read one little excerpt from this book that's interesting about his trial and when he was sentenced. Just some facts here. The trial took place in '89 and ended on September 20th when a guilty verdict, of course, on multiple charges. These included 13 counts of murder, 5 attempted murders, 14 burglaries, and 11 sexual assaults. On November 7th of '89, he was sentenced to death.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there was like, what was it?
All in a year? That's crazy. And that was all like a little over a year.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, let's see, because the murder started, was it 83 into 84 or 84 into 85? So he didn't actually get sentenced until '89. But still, I mean, it's such a short period of time.
Right.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, Caitlin.
I'm glad he got caught when he did.
I know. God. I know. Yeah.
I wish he would have got caught when he worked at the freaking Holiday Inn and got fired.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
I also wish that, but.
Exactly. Yep.
I was going to say, Michelle, basically we kind of were going over the Netflix documentary, but then we kind of got into other things too, like researching it. So that's why I changed it to just going over the whole case. But if you don't have patience to watch, because there's 4 episodes on the Netflix documentary, if you don't have patience, you can actually Google The Night Stalker, and there's like a 15-minute summary that Netflix has uploaded to YouTube. And that summary kind of just goes over everything quickly, and it's really interesting.
Oh, interesting.
So
okay.
This is what popped up on our ghost reader. There's the list for you guys to see the times that it popped up in case you want to put them along with the timestamps. If you can match them up of while we were talking. So there's all of them.
Crazy.
I really do want to kind of look into his mom now. I'm interested to read up on her because I didn't know that.
Yeah. You don't hear too much about her. You hear more about his father. But
yeah, like I don't know. That's what I wish the Netflix documentary would have went over more, is his home life, what he was doing, because it spoke more about his home life in the Cecil Hotel documentary with Elisa Lam that it did in this one, because he used to stay in the Cecil, and after he would kill people, he would take off all of his clothes, throw them in the dumpster, and then walk basically into the hotel naked and bloody.
Yes. And also that documentary, I mean, it was certainly worth watching, but there's been better documentaries done on similar types of, crime things, more interesting. I think they focused way too much on that cop's career. They did a lot of talking about him. I mean, of course, he's admirable. He's great. He's wonderful. Talk about it a little bit. But I think they focused so much on his career when that's not what the documentary was about. They spent a lot of time on Gil. And it's like there's so much that they missed on Ramirez.
It did feel like it was his documentary and his story more than Ramirez's story.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah. So it was a little disappointing. Worth watching, of course, but it was disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something I read said or speculated that it maybe was because like Ramirez's side has been covered so much and nobody had ever really done it from the investigation and detective's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's why.
Yeah, but
I agree.
They just missed so many details and so much information on him that could have been in that documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
because it was like focused on that, and then of course the details of like the crimes more. But in I agree. I think we should do a part 2 discussion more, like looking at further into, because I'm interested to know what the hell was he doing? Were people like focused on this? Did anybody? Because obviously he's walking into a hotel naked and bloody, and nobody reported that. Like, I want to know about the people in his life that knew him while he was doing this.
Well, the Cecil Hotel was like, wasn't it known for being like a basically drug hotel?
A lot of suicides there, a lot of overdoses, deaths. Wasn't there murders there as well? Like,
I think so. Like, I think if we had given a different hotel, people may have raised more questions.
Right. Yeah. He probably blended right in. And that's
exactly. You're like, oh, that's just the crazy guy that comes in naked every night. It's fine.
Well, not only that, but there were, when you watch Gulf Coast Mama, when you watch the documentary on Elisa Lam, which you're going to do next, they talk about there being murders that were unsolved of people being thrown out of windows or, just disposed of. So some of those people could have been some of his victims that were never,
yeah, that's true too.
About.
See? Exactly. Well,
we are going to do a serial killer versus serial killer stream sometime just for fun. But yeah, I definitely want to look more into what he was up to and what he was doing. Hey, Paula.
Yeah, we should do like a part 2 on this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Because I'm interested to know about, like, what was his mom doing? Because I had no idea she was still around after. Obviously, she looked older there. So obviously, she was around after he got arrested and stuff. Like, I want to look into those kind of things and see, did he have a job? Was he doing drugs at his work? Like, was he just strictly making a living off robbing these people? Because he robbed a lot of people. So that, I mean, he probably had money.
That's true, too. That explains how he could probably support his cocaine habit and all that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's an expensive habit, though, So I'm going to go do some cocaine now. Just kidding. Nicole, I was going to ask you, by the way, before we go, who's that man standing at the end of your hallway?
I hate it when you do that to me. Stop it.
At least you didn't look this time, but your hallway does look kind of creepy. Like I'm waiting for somebody to walk by.
Stop it, Robbie. Stop.
No. I didn't. Wow, we did good. I was trying to keep this about an hour because I knew Natasha Cooper is doing her stream right now on. Who's she doing her stream on? You guys, did she start yet?
I remember you told me, and I forgot. I don't remember. But I want to.
Natasha Cooper is doing her stream. I think you like this case, actually. Hold on a minute. It is the. Who's she doing the stream on, you guys? I don't see her live yet. Help me out here, guys, because Nicole knows this case. I know she knows this case.
Why don't I remember what she was? Hold on, let me go to her page.
Hi, everybody over on Facebook, by the way. I always forget I'm streaming over there. Nobody ever watches on Facebook.
Right.
Fine with Natasha.
It's not on the Recline channel.
Why don't I see it?
I know.
Okay, so I'm going to have a channel soon, but
I don't remember
right now.
Well, technically, you do. Thank you, Locomite.
Technically, I do.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard. You can see Gulf Coast Mama.
She's doing that tonight? She's doing that one tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting one too.
We do. You want to tell them about Cantina Night, because that's where you can find Gulf Coast Mama a lot.
So that's where you can find me every Friday night over on Local My's channel, the Local My Life.
Look at my killer doll sitting there. Yes, Locomai. I'm going to post. Sorry, my hand's wet.
Start over.
I'm sorry.
Every Friday night over on the Local My Life channel, we have what is called Friday Night Cantina, and it's she does a live before that earlier in the night, and it's usually some kind of like working on yourself and all that. And then later in the night, we have Cantina, where we just have fun and talk about literally everything, anything from like hilarious stuff, serious stuff. Like there's really no rules in where we go with it, and just hang out together. So I'm there every Friday night, and it starts at 10 o'clock Central Time and goes until we're done, which sometimes is till 3, 4, sometimes till 2.
How fun. I'm not available on Fridays, but I wish I could be. That'd be so fun.
Yeah. It is a lot of fun.
It is, and it's just like it's like relaxed. And hold on, let me show everyone. This is where is it at? Share screen. Here we go. We'll show her little opening. And everybody there it's like a fun family of people, and we just like, when I can make it, I enjoy it. But here's a little clip of her thing.
Welcome, Cantina is open. Yes.
I had a really messed up day. And a little Chardonnay. And a pita parfait. So I'm gonna fuck the line.
How fun.
It is.
Yes, it's a blast. So you guys should all come.
How fun.
Yes. Amber Ann is there usually. Sandra is usually there. Sandra Martinez is normally there. Jeff's mom is there. Crystal is there.
Mm-hmm.
I
think Iris has popped in and said hi in the chat. Yeah.
Those are the regulars. Like we love.
She has popped in and said hi. Yeah, in the chat.
Yes. So, and literally, like if you want to come up on a panel, that's great. You don't have to show your camera. You can just be off camera, on camera, or hang out in chat. So.
Mm-hmm. And then Nicole, you have your channel too. Did you want me to put that in?
Yeah,
you want me to put that in? Okay.
Sure.
I didn't know because. Okay, one moment.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna put that. And then Gypsy Rose. Do you know?
I know all about that case. Yeah, that's an interesting one as well.
And who was I always forget who you wrote in prison and she wrote back to you.
Betty Broderick. Remember that crime case in the 80s? I was too young at that point, but I wrote her many years later. I think in like 2004, 2005, I exchanged, her and I wrote back and forth. So.
Yes, Siren also comes. Sorry.
Hey, Shamrock Pixie.
Siren
comes.
And Jeff B. I don't think he's here right now.
Siren, the little panel hopping, little hot face painting man.
Thanks, Locomai.
Paint his face cool colors. Looking. Oh, I got it right now, Locomai. Thank you, Nicole's. That's what I was doing.
I guess I could post mine too. I'm sorry, Robbie. I could post mine if you want.
No, I got you. I got you.
Thank you.
There it is. And Hazard Girl Promotions. Yes, guys, check her out. And thank you guys. That was, I know there was a lot of, because me and Gulf Coast Mama watched it. And then I was like, I don't want to lose some of the information out of my head. I wanted to keep it fresh. So then I was looking at other documentaries and Wikipedia and articles and all that stuff like the last couple days. So that was fun.
That's fun.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
And I'm thinking there's so many people that we can talk about in like different shows. Somebody in Brandy mentioned again John Holmes. He would be James Holmes. John Holmes. We'll talk about John Holmes sometime, shall we?
Talk about John Watts. Christina Watts.
But there's just it's just endless of these crazy psychopaths, you know?
Yes. Oh, God. Never mind. I was going to name one, but I can't remember his name. I always forget it. But I'll send it to you guys and we'll talk about him because he went all over the country and buried like pill buckets.
Oh.
Interesting. Henry Lee Lucas?
No. He's from Alaska.
Oh.
Well, see, it's always around this time of year, and I did this last year. I started getting into like the paranormal and true crime and stuff, and then of course Mexi and I would go and do that kind of stuff. And it's this time of year again that I'm more like getting back into more of the true crime and scary stuff again. So there's more to come. And so I got sent this thing before we go. I got sent this mansion, and you can go there. It's here in Colorado. It's this huge haunted mansion that they do. You can stay overnight, and literally it's for people that do ghost haunting stuff. And I'll find the exact name of it. Hold on. But cool. I'm going to pay to go overnight there, and it's going to be scary. Nicole, you should come out for that, please.
Wait a minute. When are you doing this? Can we do that? We should do this in October.
I don't know. I don't know yet. Hold on. Let me tell you the details on it.
Yes, Israel Keys. Sorry. Israel Keys is the person I was talking about.
I never heard of that person before.
I haven't either.
I can't wait for you guys to learn about him.
I'm going to have to look that one up. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I hate to do this, but I've got to go because I think my
I love you, Gulf Coast Mama. Thank you. No, thank
so
you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
So
nice to meet you too. Yes. I had a blast. Bye, guys.
I'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Yes. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so look at this. It is called the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was just going to ask. Are we going to still do the trivia before we hop off, or do we have time for that?
Oh my God! I completely forgot about that. Yes.
Well, you guys, do you have time for that? Trivia? Do you have time?
Absolutely. No, I just didn't want to go over. I don't see Natasha live yet. I just didn't want to go over. She's doing her stream, so I didn't want to be rude. But hold on. Before we go, so it's $149. And there's certain dates you can do it. Look at this place.
Robbie.
It's called Abbey Monastery Ghost Hunt. And you stay overnight and you pay to go overnight there and ghost hunt.
We have to do this.
I know. And my friend sent it and I was like, you're going to go with me, right? She's like, hell no. She's like, you're going by yourself. So, she's not going live for 12 more minutes. So we do have time to do some trivia. This is going to be trivia.
Okay.
We don't have to hurry. And so I don't know if you were going to give away something, but I'll give away a candle. You don't have to get mine. I told Laura I'll order another candle. You guys, if you win one of these candles, it's from Laura Life Perplexed, intrepidcandlecompany.com, I believe. And there's the name right there on the screen. So if you win one, you don't have to get mine. You can get the Molly Go Lightly candle. You can get the Laura Life Perplexed candle, or she also lets you choose whatever YouTube creator you like, and she'll make one. So there you go.
That's awesome. I can do some candles too. In fact, I have some really nice ones that I got that I stock up on tons of candles all the time. Bath and Body Works one. So I will be right back. So I'm going to go grab some and I'll let the winner pick what one they want.
Okay. And hey, Shamrock Pixie, it's good to see you here, by the way. Ooh, a psychic. Well, I do have my psychic intuition. I've never tried it when we've gone on a ghost hunt before. I always test it when we're just randomly live, when I'm drawing cards and doing my psychic intuition and whatnot. Which, by the way, while she's doing that, I want to test my psychic intuition on Shamrock Pixie, by the way. Shamrock Pixie, are you having some sort of jaw pain? I'm getting almost like grinding or something. That's what I'm feeling when I got you. We'll do a speed round of my intuition while we're going. Yeah, I enjoyed it too. Thank you. And by the way, with Brandy, is there some sort of new contract coming with a new apartment? I'm almost feeling like you're having lease issues or moving or whatever. That's my intuition with you. Remember, when I test my intuition, it's just the first thing that pops to my mind. Brutal's Dirty Pineapple. With you, the first thing that's popping to my mind. Oh, you grind your teeth at night. Ooh, that's bad. I do that too. First thing that's coming to my mind with Brutal's Dirty Pineapple is dirty countertops. Is your what? Nicole, is that a troll? Are they talking about brutal mafia? Well, I'm seeing dirty countertop. So is your countertop dirty by any chance? Hold on. You know what I can do is I can actually click on people now. Hold on a minute. I can click on people. Did you know that? Okay, sorry. So
I saw your video explaining that. Yeah.
What is it that you were going to give away?
Oh, okay. So I have 2 candles. How many questions are we going to do?
We could do as many as you'd like to. By the way, Brutal's Dirty Pineapple started their account on April 9th of 2021. Okay, go ahead.
It's a naughty pineapple.
Are they a cool troll?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if I should.
Couldn't tell you. I don't know. Don't know.
But
so I have 2 candles here. So I probably, the first person to win gets the pick, and then the second person who wins is just going to have the leftover, but they're both really good. Bath and Body Works candles. The first one is lavender coconut, the good 3-wick candles, by the way.
Ooh.
And then the second one is blueberry lavender spritzer.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
So what we'll do is you can ask the questions. This is, you guys, you wouldn't have to be here for the whole stream to answer the questions. Obviously, if you know about the Richard Ramirez, or there's always Google. Okay, you are allowed to use Google to answer the questions. It's just whoever answers first in my StreamYard. That's what we're going to go off of, is our StreamYard, who answers first.
Okay.
I wonder, can I? Oh, never mind. No, I can't do that. All right, so go ahead, and I'll be keeping an eye on the who answers it first.
Okay. There's one that's on the top of my head that I thought, ooh, this would be a really good trivia question. And I can't specify which murder it is. Again, it was when I was falling asleep and I didn't write it down, but it did happen at a murder scene. Richard Ramirez left behind a cap that he was wearing. It fell off probably during the murder or whatever. What band logo was on the front of his cap?
I know the answer, so I'll keep an eye out.
Okay.
Some of these I might not, so you'll have to keep an eye out too, but it's a pretty easy answer if you saw the Netflix documentary. Oh. Is it Roxy got it first, right?
Or did the Shamrock Police? Ooh, let me get on my...
On mine, on StreamYard, it shows...
Let's see.
Roxy on my StreamYard.
So we're not going by live chat and YouTube?
No, I'm look in your StreamYard on comments. Can you see the comments?
Yeah. Oh, so that's what okay, gotcha.
Yeah, we'll see if ours match. Does Roxy show up first in yours?
Let's see. I see vintage, the Shamrock Police. Maybe I didn't. Oh, no, you're right. Roxy got it.
Yeah. Roxy. So Roxy Sandoval.
Did I just say the Shamrock Police? I'm sorry. I meant the Shamrock Pixie. I don't like saying names wrong.
You guys, if you're looking, because I know a lot of times there's confusion. Oh, crap. And there's people over on Facebook. Sorry. Let me clarify. In order to do this, answer the questions. Oh, I guess, no, you could do it on Facebook too, because the things are still going to pop up in StreamYard. So yeah, you're still allowed to play over on Facebook as well. But it's whatever pops up in our StreamYard, because if you're on live chat or top chat, sometimes people are like, my answer popped up first, and it's confusing. So, okay.
So Roxy, just go ahead and send Robbie your information, and then he'll get it to me, and I will get you your candle. Oh, and you got to tell me what you want.
Oh, okay. So we'll give Roxy one of your candles, but for the rest of it, I'm making a list, and then we'll do a random number generator.
Oh, crap. Okay.
It's okay. How many candles do you have?
I have more than 2 now.
Okay.
I have more. So if I need to give away more, I'll give away more. I buy them all the time.
So Roxy, you get a candle. And then for the rest of everybody else, we're going to do the names on the list. So Roxy, email me here, saverobbie.1982@gmail.com. And I'll leave this up on the screen for you guys. That way you have it. Okay.
And then also too, if you need, again, to be told what the scents are, I can get you that information through Robbie. so you can kind of take your pick, and then he can tell me
Or
what you want.
Okay, or do you just want to do whoever answers the question first gets a candle, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
right.
yeah, I'm making it too complicated. Okay, that's fine.
We'll do it that way. I normally put everyone's name on a list, but if you don't have that many questions, we'll just do it this way.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Ow. And I think since I'm bleeding into my mouth, my whole entire jaw is getting infected with
Robbie,
poisons going into my flesh that's burning throughout my mouth.
do you have to go to the dentist for that? What's going on?
I'm getting my wisdom teeth taken out next Monday,
that's
so I'll
right.
just have them take a look.
That's
I think what I did was I chewed where they numbed me. I think I chewed where they put the shot in, and I chewed it open, and now it's bleeding. Every time I spit into the sink, I spit blood out of my mouth. Okay. I love you, Iris.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Did you see Iris?
Iris, I love you so much. Mwah.
We love you. The only cure is to French kiss Siren, he says.
I think he was talking to you, not me.
Yeah, he want to suck my blood. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Am I doing the next question, or are you going to do one?
You are, because I can't think of any right now. I didn't have any. I forgot about this part completely today. So thank you for reminding me. Wow.
Okay. So, oh God, there's so many here. Okay.
Oh, good. Do you want to make a list of people if you have a bunch, and I'll do the random number generator. Sure.
Okay, so write down the winners that get.
All right. No, I got them. You just asked the questions,
Sure.
and I got
Okay.
I got the rest. Yep.
All right. So
I'm Vanna White, and you are. Who's that bitch that's doing Jeopardy now? She's the girl that played Blossom. Is the host of Jeopardy.
Oh,
now.
what's her name?
Her name
not
is-
a fan of her. She's got a
Me
weird
neither.
name.
You know what? She needs to
Yeah.
back off.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
And I had no idea she was doing Jeopardy. I kind of stopped watching when Alex died. So
Doesn't that piss you off? Wait, he's dead?
Alex Trebek.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
You don't know Alex Trebek died?
I don't think I noticed because I didn't really care for Jeopardy. I didn't. It's not that I don't care. Her name is Mayhem.
Ma'am, yeah, she's got that weird name.
I
You
could
didn't
do.
know either, Jeanette? So how do you people not know Alex Trebek died?
I could do with or without him, but it's sad, is what I'm saying. And Betty White is still here. How?
She is like a cockroach. She's going to outlive all of us.
That's not what my intuition told me a couple of months ago. This year, I believe, is her year. That's what my intuition tells me. Anyways, sorry about that. To burst your bubble.
I didn't mean to call her a cockroach because I actually like Betty White.
Wow.
Okay, so here's question number 2. So Richard was once asked this question, and he had an answer to it. If any of you know the answer, of course, you win a candle if you're the first one. So he was once asked, if you like a girl, how do you get a girl to notice you?
Oh wait, the winner gets a candle. I'm not putting their name on a list.
Oh, see, the whole number generator thing confuses me. Okay, so we're not doing the list anymore. You're taking over that part. Perfect. Okay.
No, I am doing a list. Is it Wink?
So confused.
Is it Wink? Is it Wink?
No, it's not.
Oh, I'm doing a list of whoever answers it first on our end. Hey, JCBO5, and then I'm going to do the random number generator. Smile.
Okay.
Whip it out.
So far, no, nobody got it.
Although whip it out is a quick way to say, do me.
Nope.
Shoot them.
Siron, I don't like saying names wrong. Is that how I
Siren.
Sirens.
Siren.
That's not right, but you're getting a little like you're in the general ball field. Just let me know when you want to say the answer. Repeat the question.
The question.
If you like a girl, how do you get a girl to notice you?
This is what Richard Ramirez said?
Yes.
Okay. Slap them, hit them, watch them through the windows.
I don't think anybody's gonna
ask her a question, take their pictures, stab them, treat them with no respect. Oh, that's kind of, I mean, that seems like the answer that he would do. Oh, wow.
Toss his hair.
I am receiving
That's funny.
nudes from an ex-boyfriend currently. Go ahead. File their teeth down.
Nope. Okay, should I? I'll have
Yeah,
to
what's
do
the
a
answer?
question.
Hey,
The answer
Parker.
is, okay, so how does Richard Ramirez get a girl to notice him? He pulls out his gun.
Wait a minute. Oh, someone said shoot them. but-
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next question. You guys need to
All
pay
right.
attention.
Next question. Let me find it. Okay. I love this one.
Satan.
What is Ramirez's favorite vacation spot?
I see you, Team Huston. Hi. Say the question one more time.
Where is Ramirez's favorite vacation spot?
Well, now it's hell.
Yeah.
Is it Florida?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Uranus? California. Jail.
Ash and Emmy got it.
Oh.
His favorite vacation spot is Uranus.
Shut up.
That's what he said.
What? You're kidding me.
No. Mm-mm.
Wow, you learn something new every day. Okay, you're going on the list, Ash and Emmy. Okay.
All right.
Oh, the Cecil Hotel. That would make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's see. There's some good ones here.
I like Brutal's Dirty Pineapple. I don't think they're a bad troll. I actually like
Yeah.
them.
No, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. What did he say when he was asked what would be his perfect way to spend a date?
Penetration. Oh, that's my ex just texted me. Wait. Hey, Jeanette. I don't know my membership link. I think it's in my description, Jeanette. I think. Hey, Bedtime Clown. I was over on while you're looking for the answer, I'm sorry, I want to answer their question. I was over on Truth Teller's channel in the chat, but you guys heard my video from last night. If you see any mean comments, it's not me. I have a clone. Anybody answer it yet?
No. No.
I love hearing, is that my beautiful butters in the background?
It is
Tie
better.
someone up, Lonnie says.
Nope. Okay, the perfect way to spend a date, according
Welcome,
to the
Jeanette.
words of Richard Ramirez. Anybody? I gotta
Slashing
start
your
asking
phone.
better questions because I'm actually asking these from this serial killer book. So,
Oh, satanic
except for-
rituals.
no, it says moonlit night drinking rum at a cemetery.
Oh, that sounds cool. Oh, you know what? We're gonna give it to Brandy because right when you said that, they said going to a cemetery.
Okay,
So
perfect.
she got it like halfway. So
Yeah.
we'll give that to Brandy.
Good enough. She'll get a candle.
By the way, Lonnie, can you post your live stream for, I believe it's on, is it tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday? I just gave your wrench back. I noticed it was gone. You guys, I reset my wrenches. Even Nicole didn't have one the other day. I think you have one now. So,
Yeah, I do.
so you know. Some people were like, they email you or message you. They're like, did I do something wrong? I'm like, no. But when I re-wrench people, it's like I need to verify it's them. But Lonnie, can you message me just to make sure that that is in fact you? I'm pretty sure it is, but just message me just to make sure. Okay, sorry.
Let's see. I want to ask more, better questions for this kind of trivia. I don't think my last couple of questions were very.
Locomai just said, I just found the document you are using, The Wacky World of Murder. Is that it?
The book?
I think so.
No, I'm going off of the Big Book of Serial Killers. Halfway chewed by a damn bird. Okay, so
Hold on, Lenny. I'm trying to find your live stream so I could post the link. Bedtime clown. I said hello. I said hello. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, here's a question.
Yeah, good.
Jeanette
Go ahead.
Oh, wait, that's not a real one. She said, how many teeth did Richard have?
Somebody was saying in the chat that they read that he was filing his teeth like to make them really sharp.
Oh.
Yeah.
He never did any cannibalism, right?
Not that I've read. Not that I know of. No. Oh, I don't know. I knew that the hat one was a good one I wanted to ask.
13 teeth.
Hi,
Hazard Girl. What's your Facebook mate? I want to join. It's Save Robbie over on Facebook. I have the link in my about section for my to follow me on Facebook.
Let's see.
All right, Siren, I'm looking. Siren sending me.
Ooh, okay. I have a good trivia question. This would probably give you a hint before I even ask it. What? Go ahead.
Siren did, in fact, say point a gun at them, so that does kind of count as well.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha, Siren. I'm going to put your name on the list, Siren.
Yeah.
Sorry. Gotcha. All right.
Welcome back, Gulf Coast Mama.
Welcome back, Gulf Coast. Oh my God.
Okay. This is a better question, and I'm going to give you a hint before I ask it. It's a Google-worthy question. I think it's a matter of... So, who was his last victim, and what was the date of the murder? His very last victim, and the date that the murder occurred.
Didn't we go over this earlier as far as the date? If you paid attention, class? Did we go?
I think we talked about the general time frame.
Like my ex, right? Was it that date? My ex's birthday? Is it that date?
I don't know. When did you mention that?
Lokamai is saying August 8th, 1985. Elias Abawath, 35. Diamond Bar, shot while sleeping, murder, robbery, burglary.
Okay, yes and yes and yes, although mine says August 9th. So I'll bet you there's a typo somewhere or misinformation. So I would say she's right. My book says the 9th, but...
Yeah, because we were saying August 24th. I think because August 24th is listed as one of their victims, but I think those ones probably survived. That's why they're on there.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll give it to Lokamai. She got, and oh yeah, see, Dragon Star is saying living or dead, because that one was kind of confusing. So hold on, I'm gonna give that to Lokamai. And also to the people that said August 24th, because that is on the list as far as, being attacked victims.
Okay.
But you said dead. I don't know if we said
I don't know how I worded it, but I wasn't thinking that. So I don't think I probably made it very clear. So
Angie Marie. And then also I'm going to give it to the August 24thers. I'm going to give it to the first two. So, and Candace J. Okay. And Lokamai.
Somebody's saying, what's Angela saying there?
Where?
Iris is saying we suck.
I love you, Iris. She said the questions are not fair for people who know. But Iris, you're allowed to use Google. You're allowed to use Google. You can use Google, folks. It's whoever gets it first. So really, this is like a competition of who can type faster.
Right.
Quicker.
Oh, okay, Angie. Okay. So the August 24th one was somebody who survived. That's why I'm not seeing it. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Next question.
Iris, I love you so much.
I'll ask a general question. Okay, Roxy. Thank you, Roxy. And what I'm gonna do is just forward that email directly to your email right now, Nicole.
Okay.
So you have her information, so you guys can slide into each other's DMs. You know, you like that.
So how many candles, like well, we're still doing questions because I'm thinking instead of letting people just like pick and then like the last person to respond or something just get stuck with what's left, I'm just going to randomly mail candles. And what you get is what you get.
Oh, yeah. And so what I'm doing is how many candles do you have left to give away right now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Holy shit.
That's on the low end. Usually I stocked. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. So, all right. So, and then I'm going to do 1 candle because Laura's candles are fucking expensive as hell.
Yes, they are.
So, one person told me, they're like, I'm sorry, I like your candle. They lived out of country. I can't remember what country. It would have been $90 for them to order 1 candle because shipping was like $78 or something like that.
Ridiculous.
Okay. So,
Caitlin, why do I have so many candles? I burn them at work, so I just stock up.
So I'm going to ask a question, and I ask this all the time. So this is going to be an easy question for the chat. And the first 5 people to answer this correctly, I'm going to throw you on the list because now we need a bunch of names on the list for the generator so we can pick 7 names total. 7. We're going to do a random number generator 7 times for random winners. So the first 5 to answer the question, what's my favorite scary movie? Guess your name on the list.
So easy. I know that one.
You zip it.
Like I still just want to blurt it out because I know it.
Right. Mustang Sally is too slow to Google. Sally. Hi, Mustang Sally. Oh, up.
That one.
So it looks like Lonnie, Siren, Annie, Brandy, and Mustang Sally. See, Mustang Sally, you did make it. Lonnie. Siren, your name's already on the list. Annie. M. Rubicon 39. Rubicon. Wait, is your name? No, your name's not on the list yet. Dragon Star. And who's the 5th one? Brandy, your name's already on the list. Brandy True Crime. And Mustang Sally. All right. Okay. Go ahead, Nicole.
Oh, we're doing another question?
Yeah, we have 12 people on the list so far. You want to do 2 more questions? And we'll do the first five people to answer it correctly. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Jen. Hey.
So what did Ramirez say when he was asked what his favorite motto is? What's his motto that he goes by?
I don't know this, so you're going to have to keep an eye out for the
answer.
But we're going to do the first 5 to answer it correctly.
Okay.
Is it yay? Just kidding.
No.
Is it save Ferris?
Yes, Siren, you're right. He is dead now, thank God. But
yeah, you can answer again if your name's on the list for fun, but your name just goes on the list once. But you can answer again. Oh, is that it?
Good answer, but no, not correct.
Oh. Is it close to that?
No.
Rubicon says, kill them all.
That's a good one too, but no.
What's a motto? Nothing. What's the motto with you? Yes, I'm still a child who loves liking. Live each day as if it's your last.
Ooh, Iris, he did say that. Yes, he did. But that is not his motto.
Oh, that's good though. Don't swear to God, swear to Satan.
Nope.
Helter Skelter, YOLO. I hate bath time, Mom.
He should just be put on the list just for that answer.
He's already on the list.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I was not aware of my actions.
He said that too, I believe, at one point.
I am beyond your experience. I am beyond good and evil legions. Oh, it's not that, right?
No.
Repeat, not the errors of midnight.
See, my questions are I'm going off this book. I should have been more prepared with better trivia
Hold
questions,
on.
you guys.
I'm gonna pull up something in the background real fast, and I'll get a trivia. Here we go. Okay, so this will make it easy. What is one of the other names that the Night Stalker goes by? The first 5 people. What is another name that, not that he goes by, but that people like know him as?
I think somebody got it.
I'm seeing one. I don't want to say it yet. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm keeping my mouth shut because I'm waiting for a couple more people to answer it. Because I don't like saying you got it right and then, well, okay. Valley Intruder is one of them. Well, Valley, yes, the Valley Intruder. Rubicon, you're on the list, but yeah, Valley something. They're still answering yours. The Walking Killer, yep. Dragon, you're on the list already. And
I think we'll forget about my last question because it was kind of
okay.
Anyway, sorry.
East Valley Rapist. Oh, Amber, you're not on the list yet. Amber's not on the list. Amber Ann, so you got it. It is Golden State Killer. No. Valley Killer, Janet, I'll put you on the list.
Siren. That's a whole other serial killer you're talking about. Yes, Iris.
Iris, oh, I was like the bird, yay. No, that's not one.
It's Butters.
Oh, Prospective Reverence. Sorry, I didn't see that. Prospective. As long as you kind of get it, sure. Are we still? Jeanette's saying, are we still on the motto?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was a little confusing. No. No. Let me just give you the answer to that, but that question doesn't count. It wasn't a good question, you guys. I'm sorry. Hi, Christine.
What's the answer?
It is, let's see, where's the motto? Richard's motto was live each day as if it's your last. Bum.
Wait a minute. Didn't somebody get that one? Hold on a minute. Let me scroll up. I thought somebody said that.
Don't think so.
Hold on a minute. Yes, Lokamai said that.
She did?
See? Yeah, see? It's on the screen.
Lokamai, I'm so sorry. I didn't even see that. Okay, good. Okay, so
and Lokamai is on the list already. So sorry, good. Lokamai.
I know, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, because I said that out loud. I was like, live every day as if it's your last. And I think you said no or something. I was like, oh, okay.
Did I?
Sorry, Lokamai.
Sorry.
Okay, let's ask one more question in the first 2. Okay, the first 5 people. So that 16, 17, 18, 19, and we'll get 20 people on the list. And then we'll draw, you have 6 candles, and then I'll do 1. So that we'll draw 7 numbers, right?
Perfect. Okay.
You have 6 candles outside of the one that Roxy already won, right?
Yeah, I think I have enough.
Okay. And I'm going to make the winners list just so I have it here and putting Roxy on there, even though she emailed me already. Roxy Sandoval. Okay. Do you want me to ask the question?
Yes, please.
Okay. And the first 5 to answer this correctly. This is a pretty simple question, and it's kind of like a summed up number. So if you get the number or whatever, how many victims did Richard Ramirez have? How many victims? First 5 people. The first 5 people. And I'll give you a little hint to your Googlers. Why don't you guys hit up Wikipedia? Race over to Wikipedia. Oh. I'm keeping my mouth shut until I see a good. Oh my God, 50? Someone said. That's a lot. Iris says, given that Ramirez bragged to other inmates about having killed more than 20 people. That is correct. He did. So I'll put your name on the list, Iris. But the answer, and someone did answer it correctly. So I'm going to say who answered it correctly first. And that was Misty Johns, said 15. Prospective Reverence, your name's already on the list. Misty, you're not yet. So I'm going to put Misty on the list. Let's see. And then Iris was going on the list. And since Cindy answered the same as Iris, I'll put Cindy on the list because he did brag about that. So it's, I mean, really, there's really no exact, we don't really know, but we're going off what he said. And then, you know, so the answer on Wikipedia is 15 plus. But he did brag about over 20. So Misty Johns, Iris, Prospective Reverence, you're already on the list. Cindy, I said Misty. Who else? 20, unknown. Amber says, Amber, you're already on the list anyways. Convicted on 13 counts. Angie's already on the list, but yeah, you're right on that. Delina Reddish. And then, hang on a minute. I'm live right now.
No, this is worth it.
You're on what? You're. That was Molly Golightly, and yes, we are getting along again now. Just so you guys know, meet up today this morning. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss one. And Jeanette's number 20. Jeanette Pupko. So now we have 20 on the list. Pupko. Okay, now we have 20. Sorry, guys. So let me go to Google. Man, my mouth is burning like I have the herpes. You feel me? There is blood. I'm surprised there's not blood overflowing out of my mouth right now. Is there blood coming out? Is that blood? You know what I was going to do? I actually, because I have, you know those wigs I ordered, Nicole?
Yeah.
I have this wig that would be perfect for Richard Ramirez, but I would have had to shave my face. And I was going to dress up.
Okay.
I was going to put a star with a circle on my hand. But I decided, nah. All right, so everyone pay attention because what I'm going to do now is we are doing the random number generator. I'm going to share the screen so you see it's all valid. It's all good. You feel me? So we can see each winner that pops up on the list. So how we're going to do this, I always put this in my description how we do this so there's no confusion. Everyone's name is on this list right now. Do you see my shitty handwriting? Do you see it? It's shitty. Don't. Did you hear me yelling at what was it? My computer earlier when I left you a voice thing. Butters. Hold on a minute. I gotta say hi to Butters. Hold on. Let's put.
No, a stream isn't complete without me pulling out a bird.
Butters. Everyone, this is Butters. She is the coolest bird in the world.
She doesn't believe she's a bird. She's very. Oh, she's showing off for everybody.
Butters, you're so beautiful.
Butters, she's showing off.
I love her so much. So cute. Oh, I said your last name correctly, Pupko.
Crazy.
Butters, you're a show off. Look at those. Look at you, beautiful Butters.
Look at you, little vampire bird hanging upside down.
Gorgeous. I love her.
She's spoiled rotten.
I want to come out and see her.
Oh yeah, you're coming to visit for sure.
I need to come out one weekend because I could see Amber while I'm there too because good.
Oh,
good
cool.
friend Amber.
Cool.
You guys need to meet up. You guys are both awesome. Anyways, okay. So look, I'm gonna hit. And no, number 7 is just sitting there because we haven't hit it yet. 1 through 20. So I'm gonna click generate, and whatever number pops up, I'm gonna look. I put a number next to your name on the list, and that is who is going to be the winners of the candles. So we'll do your candles first. We need 6 people, right?
Okay.
Nicole? 6?
Yeah.
And then I'll do the last drawing for my candle, which you can choose which one you want. So for yours, they're just going to get random candles. But for the last winner, I'm going to instruct you to tell me. You're going to have to email me if you want the Molly Go Lightly. I'll tell you when we get there. Hold, I don't want to confuse people.
So then,
okay, ready?
Okay, so then the people that are getting one of the 6 people that are getting my candles, I'm just going to randomly mail them to them then.
Yeah.
The scents I'm talking about. So we're not going to pick scents or anything like that because there's 6 people. So I think it'd be fair to just randomly send them out. Is that okay, guys?
Yep. Just let us know if you're allergic to any scents.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to hit generate for one of your candles. Okay. And that would be number 18. Number 18 on the list is Cindy Hoyt. Cindy, there she is. Holst. Sorry, Cindy Holst. I wrote it down as Hoist because I'm stupid. I'm going to write it with better handwriting. Cindy Holst is one of the winners of your congratulations, Cindy. Brandy, True Crime, you're sweet. She said, good luck, everyone. You guys are awesome. Okay, are you ready for the next one, Nicole?
Let's go for it.
My mouth is bleeding so hard right now. I'm so excited.
Robbie, that's terrible.
Okay. Number 8 is Lonnie. Congratulations, Lonnie. That would be, where are you at, Lonnie? Which, hold on a moment. That's our first winner, Cindy. And then our second winner, I'm waiting for Lonnie to comment again if she's in here. If not, we'll just, I can contact her. But okay, so Lonnie is our third winner because technically Roxy is the first on the list, but she already, I think, emailed me. There she is. Lonnie's right there. Congratulations, Lonnie. Okay, you ready for the other one?
Yes, go.
Number 3. Number 3 is, see, karma comes around to you, Brandy True Crime, because she was the one saying good luck to everyone, and she won. So Brandy True Crime. So what I'm going to do with these, Nicole, is each one of you guys needs to email me. And when you email me, I'm just going to forward that email to Nicole for those candles. And then for the last winner, that's going to be the person that I order a candle from Laura's with. There she is. She said, Eeksy. You're sweet, Brandy. Okay. Now, we need, let's see, 1, 2, 3 more of yours, right?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. You're like, yes, just hit the button, asshole. Okay, number 13 would be Amber. Amber Ann.
Yay.
You could just drive that over to her house.
Oh, she lives to you. Then you should be, you'll get it pretty quickly then.
Congratulations, Amber. Okay, now 2 more of yours, right?
Yes.
You still in here, Amber? I'll text her. Okay, number 15 is prospective. What? I can't read my handwriting, so I got to scroll up. Because I forget how to pronounce the last part. Prospective. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Prospective. Damn it. Reverence, right? Yes, prospective reverence. I wrote it prospective R scribble.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Lonnie is saying something about mailing her candle to Hannah Cooper because Lonnie's in Australia and Hannah's not feeling well.
Okay. Yes, prospective. You did win. Okay. So you want me to scratch you out and put Hannah Cooper? Okay.
Just obviously just send the proper info over so I get it to the right address.
Yeah, or I'll tell Natasha because that's Natasha's daughter, Natasha Cooper.
Okay.
Okay, so 1 more for you, right?
Yes.
Number 9. Number 9 is, oh God, REM. Hold on. That is. Hold on. It's not Angie Marie. It's God. Look at my handwriting, you guys. Hold on. I know I'm gonna find it in here. M. It's the name that starts with A, and then there's just a M initial. Hold on. I'm gonna find it.
Angie Marie.
Annie. Annie M. There it is. Annie M. Yes. See, I wrote it down like that.
Ann M. Okay.
Annie M. Sorry. See, my handwriting sucks. Okay. Annie M. All right. So your winners. Okay, we're gonna repeat them out one more time. Your number 1 was Roxy Sandoval. Number 2 was Cindy Holst. Number 3 was Lonnie, but she's giving it to Hannah Cooper. Number 4 was Brandy True Crime. Number 5 is Amber Ann. Number 6, Prospective Reverence. And number 7, Annie M. Yes. And now we're going to do the grand finale. And so for this person, whoever wins this one, this is a candle from me. And look, you can you can pick your scent. You're going to have to tell me if you want Molly Golightly or me or Laura. Yeah, we're just going to do those 3 because otherwise I'm going to have to tell Laura another YouTuber. If it's another one you want, that's fine. But here's Molly's candle. You can pick, you have to tell me the color, the scent, and the person. All right. So that is number 16. And number 16 on my list is Misty Johns. Misty. So, Misty, I'm going to be looking for a specific email from you. If you've checked out Laura's website, it's Intrepid Candle Company. I have the link in my description, so you can check that out. And there's like, how many scents is there to pick from? There's like 40 scents, and then you pick the color and the person. There's Misty Johns. Oh, that was fun. Thank you for reminding me to do the trivia, Nicole. Wow, I'm an asshole. Wow. So there's my email, saverobbie.1982@gmail.com. That's what the candle looks like if you want the Save Robbie one, which that's the one that I prefer. Just kidding. All right.
We do some pretty good giveaways. Our last one was good too.
Yeah.
As far as our
You're so fun. I love you.
I know. I love you too. I want to do more of these. I like talking about these, the serial killers and stuff, and we'll do giveaways and trivia. I think we should do this more often.
Absolutely. We can definitely do a part 2 of this one, but if you want to, what's the next case you want to look into? Because it's fall. It's fall and I'm in a scary mood, so I I want to do like scary stuff.
Should we do the clown killer, John Wayne Gacy, or Ted Bundy? Ted Bundy's always a good one to cover. So interesting.
Love you too, Iris. Ooh, which one, you guys? You guys have any requests or suggestions that you want to?
Can we do a poll between Ted Bundy and Gacy?
Sure. I love all of those are interesting. I'm interested
all
in all that.
to me too. Yeah.
Ooh, Locomai wants to do a paranormal. We could do the Amityville murders, not the haunting part, but the murder part.
The actual murders that happened in the 70s, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
The DeFeo family, and then of course we could talk about the haunting after that. And if you thought it was haunted, well, is it Bobby DeFeo? They changed the name for the movie or is it Ronnie DeFeo?
I don't remember. I remember the last name DeFeo, but I don't remember the other names. So
ooh, we could watch the Amityville movie and the documentaries, and you guys wanted. Ooh, lots of people are saying Bundy. Lots of people are saying Bundy.
Bundy's always interesting. So much to that case, and it's fascinating.
Yeah. So maybe you know what I'll do? I'll make a community post. Let's narrow it down. So I'll make a poll we'll put Bundy on there. And then Amityville we'll put on there. Amityville for the next, and this will be for the next one. And then later on, we'll look further into Ramirez because I really do want to know about his. Ooh, someone said Lizzie Borden.
That'd be a good Halloween one too. So let's put her on the poll list. Yeah, get lots of Bundys. And then who else did we say? John Wayne Gacy. Okay,
so four options on there. John.
And again, I mean, this could just be, it's going to be our next show that we do then because there's endless amounts of people to talk about,
Yeah.
It's endless.
Oh my God, the toy box killer is so scary.
I was just reading about him in my book.
Oh my God.
Reading about him in my book.
He is so scary.
See, and there's, there's serial killers out there that didn't make it big name like Bundy and Gacy and all them that are just as psychotic and fascinating and, so it's endless. It's endless.
Oh my God. Angie says I have to email you about how my dad brought demons into our house by using a Ouija board after my first time watching The Exorcist. That is, I've never... Ouija boards are scary as hell. Yeah, Toy Box Killer is sick. So I'll put that community post up. And then to the winners, make sure you email. Let's see if we got some already. I think we probably did. Locomai, sorry. She helps me with my emails. She's going to get bombarded. Oh my God, you've already got like 3 winners that already emailed me.
Good.
So I will catch up on those. And
they're good candles, so don't miss out on this. Get your address out there to Robbie.
And of course, like, I'm not going to burn my candles from Laura because I want to keep them forever. So, okay. Do you have anything in closing to say besides announcing that you really love me so much?
I love you so much. So much. You know that, Robbie.
Say it again. Say it again.
God, I love you. I love you. God Almighty, I love you.
And we have to book our trip to the Haunted Mansion together.
We should do. We should try and make it this fall.
Definitely. Yeah.
So
for sure.
Oh my God, that'd be so fun.
That'd be fun. Yeah. I love you too, Angie Marie. And for the person for me, I think who was see, I already forgot my winner, but I already said she saw that she wanted my candle. Misty, you said you wanted the Save Robbie one, but make sure in your email you tell me what scent and what color you want. And if you want, can't you choose from like a plastic wick or a something, whatever wick, whatever. Butters!
Did you hear that? That was Rudy.
Rudy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thank you, Iris. Iris is gonna... Oh, sorry, I keep cutting you off. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Iris said that she's going to pray for us if we do this haunted house thing.
I know. She doesn't like when we talk about that. She doesn't like the killers and stuff. Hazard Girl, usually just my random live streams, I go live randomly. But as far as what, I'll put the poll up for whichever one we want to do for the next true crime scary one. And then we'll decide what amount of time we have to watch everything and do everything. Yeah. Oh, okay. Pink Ladybug, her business, Laura's, it's intrepidcandlecompany.com. If you want to order a candle. I have the link for the candles are in the description. So, okay.
Well, thank you so much for being here. And I hope you all enjoy your candles when you get them. And I'm sorry I wasn't better prepared on the trivia questions. I could have done better on those. So next time will be much better.
And Amber said I need to hook you guys up since you're in the same area.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
Amber does, she's one of my good friends. She's the one that made my Save Robbie doll, and she goes to Cantina night and all that stuff. So remember when Locomai went out and they were all in your area, and I was like, oh my God, you need to go see them. But I think you were preoccupied.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I love you and thank you guys.
I love you too. Thank you so much, you guys. I'm going to drop off now. Okay.
Okay.
So, and we'll get our next one planned. And bye, guys.
Bye. All right, guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening. And thank you for hanging out. My mouth is bleeding. So I'm going to go put some numbing stuff inside my mouth. And, well, I was going to go spray tan, but this went 2 hours instead of 1 hour. But I forgot we didn't do the trivia. So, God, the trivia lasted an hour. Love you, Caitlin. Love you guys. Thank you, Hazard Girl. Have a good night, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
No chance. No dance. No chance. No dance. No chance. Give me second chances.